Turkey's presidential elections have gone into a runoff now. Now, while citing the country's election council, the electoral chief, Ahmet Yener, said that the presidential race will go to a second round on 28th of May. Now, remember, this has happened as the incumbent, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, fell just short of an outright victory. No candidate, in fact, secured more than 50% of the votes, pushing Turkey into a second round, which is an uncharted territory so far for Turkey. Now, the preliminary results showed that Mr. Erdogan won 49.51% of the votes, and his main challenger, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu, won 44.88%. Now, remember, this time around, the vote will determine whether the NATO country remains under the President Erdogan's firm grip or can embark on a more democratic course provided by his main rival, Mr. Kılıçdaroğlu. While Erdogan has governed for 20 years, opinion polls have already suggested that his run could be coming to an end. Now, it has also suggested that a cost of living crisis and criticism over the government's response to the devastating February earthquake might redraw the electoral map of Turkey.
Şu anda kesin olmayan geçici sonuçlara göre
according to the current unofficial results, Mr. Recep Tayyip Erdogan received 49.51% of the vote. Mr. Kemal received 44.88%, Mr. Sinan Ogan 5.17%, and Mr. Muharrem İnce 0.44%.
Muharrem İnce'nin %0.44 oy aldığı görülmüş. 6271 sayılı yasanın 4. maddesinde öngörülen
It is clear that none of the candidates has gained the eligibility to be elected as stipulated in the 4th article of the law numbered 6217, and our committee has decided to hold the second round of elections on Sunday, according to the previous announced election calendar.
İkinci tur seçimlerinin yapılmasına kurulumuzca karar verilmiştir.
The impact of the Turkish election on the Syrian life will be great in terms of the speed of the reopening to Syria. Will Erdogan face the challenge of paving the way after cooperating with Russia for Syria's reopening and the fight against terrorism, who suggested the resumption of relations with Syria and thus his ability to confront state institutions? Of course, the Turkish elections are an internal Turkish affair, but we as Syrians are very interested in the candidate who will win this election because it has an impact. We as Syrian people have tried the effect of Erdogan's rule on us, as well as the Justice and Development Party, and its impact on the region for over 23 years. It especially had a great impact since the start of the Syrian crisis. They occupied many parts. Currently, Syrians aspire that the opposition wins, so the policy that was implemented in Syria can be changed. We, the residents of the northern and eastern Syria, suffered a lot from the Government of Justice and Development for its intervention and its occupation of a larger part of Syria, and its oppression of the Kurdish people inside and outside of Turkey, especially in the northern regions.